about junior achievement, because that's what we're going to talk about for the next 5 minutes. Cleveland's Morning News with Wills and Snyder. Bill Wills, Mike Snyder alongside. And, look, every morning Mike and I come in, and life is what life is. Cleveland's Morning News, a lot of times news is negative. And when you're out talking to people, it's like, I wish you heard good stuff once in a while. Well, that's what we're going to do for the next few minutes, because junior achievement has been doing some good stuff over the years. Tyler Adams joins me this morning on the hotline with Junior Achievement of Cleveland. He's Vice President of Development. And first of all, Tyler, I appreciate your time. And I looked at your bio this morning. There's a quote from Adam Grant: "Make more mistakes than others make attempts." I love that. Good morning, Tyler.
Oh, good morning. Yes, thank you. And I love channeling Adam Grant, especially if we have the opportunity to reach more students. So I appreciate the time this morning.
Outstanding. Look, junior achievement, we're at 668 Euclid, and literally a couple of weeks ago, I ran into some people with junior achievement, and they were moving offices into a new location, and I started talking with them. I thought, and Mike and I were talking about this earlier, junior achievement is something I personally was never involved in, but I had heard about over the years, and I thought I had always heard good stuff about it. And I thought, let's spend a few minutes and talk about it some, the mission, what you do, what you need, and that sort of thing. So, Tyler, first of all, for people like me and Mike that have, you've heard of junior achievement, let's reinforce the mission and what the program's all about first.
Yeah, sure. So, and one of the greatest things that I had the pleasure of doing is just this, informing people that we do exist still. So we've actually been around the greater Cleveland area since the 1940s, and our mission has really had the same core for a while, but that has taken on a different lens over the years. But I always pose the question to people I meet, and I say, what is the one thing, or what is a couple of things that you wish you had learned while you were in school that you didn't learn? And you get a variety of answers. You might get, man, I wish I had learned how to balance a checkbook, or I wish I had learned about investments. I wish I had learned about running my own business and being an entrepreneur. I wish I had learned about all these different careers I could have taken instead of maybe the few that I've known. And it's those answers that we try to establish and we try to solve. So junior achievement as a whole is a youth-serving organization, a youth-serving nonprofit that is dedicated to our young people and our students K through 12. And we want to give them the skill sets and the mindsets to succeed in a global economy. So how that looks is really in a few ways. We meet our education partners where they are by focusing on financial literacy. So, for example, teaching students on how to manage money, could be just making better and smarter financial decisions or plan for the futures. I kind of mentioned entrepreneurship, so that's been a big piece of our DNA for a long time. Just encouraging our young people to really be their own boss or try to think about how they can be innovative or start their own business one day. And then probably most importantly today, especially with our economy and especially where we want our communities to go, is that overarching work readiness model where we try to give students the understanding and the skills needed to succeed in the workplace, but also just kind of give them the lens of what's out there, get them hands-on on certain careers that they might not be thinking about, getting them attached to certain industry partners and adult influences in our area to get them to think about something beyond what they're experiencing in school. So there's a lot there we can dive into, but you kind of said this at the outset. We have a lot of exciting changes coming, and we're excited to really keep doing that and keep elevating our young people in our community around the greater Cleveland area.
Tyler Adams of Junior Achievement of Cleveland with me this morning. A couple things, I've been doing some weekly segments on manufacturing in Ohio, trying to focus and talk about companies and what they do. The most important product we manufacture is young people, without a doubt. And that product, if you will, and keeping young people here and keeping them on a successful track is a part of what Junior Achievement obviously is trying to do. I've got Beju Shaw, the Greater Cleveland Partnership, with me later at 9:07, and every time we talk about trying to keep people here, trying to encourage entrepreneurship. Tyler, you're moving with an office here near 668. You're doing more hands-on, though. Explain that to me. What are you doing here?
Yeah. Thanks for the setup. And just a quick note about the manufacturing, keeping people here. That's a passion point for us as well. Obviously, we want to work with our partners, and especially Greater Cleveland Partnership, to make sure that we keep our young people here and growing within not only Greater Cleveland, but Ohio for everything we do. So what's happening in downtown Cleveland? So again, we've been around since the 1940s, but we are moving to a little spot on Prospect, actually just down the street from Rocket Arena, and we're bringing the Experiential Learning Center to Greater Cleveland. And what this is, kind of, if you look at it from the 30,000-foot view, it is exactly what the name describes. It is bringing a center to Cleveland that brings the skill sets and the mindsets of the things that students need to learn, real-world applications through experience. And the first thing that we're going to do with that is something called the Key Bank Finance Park. So I'll make this quick because I know there's not a lot of time, but imagine a real-world simulation where our students are interacting with real partners, real Greater Cleveland organizations to understand needs and wants, to actually create a budget and to go live their lives as if they're really buying a house, or as if they're really buying insurance, or as if they're really buying a car or groceries. It's really going to be designed to get students in the building and experience education so they can have the skill sets and mindsets to succeed.
Love it. Finally, Tyler, 30 seconds. What do you need?
Volunteers. So we absolutely need volunteers, and we need more eyes on our centers for closing the gap for funding. So you can go to cleveland.ja.org or email us at info.ja.org, info@ja.org for more information.
Tyler Adams with Junior Achievement Cleveland. Look them up. See how you can help. You're looking for volunteer opportunities for you, your company getting involved. You can't beat what Junior Achievement is doing. Tyler, we'll have many visits in the future. I appreciate your time this morning. Thank you, my friend.
Hey, I thank you guys too as well. Have a good day.